What's up, everybody? Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com with another edition of my MLB Trend Report. It is Monday, September 18th. I've got another six-pack for you of undefeated trends that are active on today's games. These trends have gone a combined 71-0, and we are going to get right into them. As always, I start by saying please never make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. The trends that I am giving you here are just one trend in many trends for each game. Trends, if you use them as part of your handicapping process, they should only be used when you weigh out all of what you consider to be the relevant trends on each game and see if they weigh more heavily on one side or the other. For trend number one, we're going to look at the Atlanta Braves this season at home. It says line greater than minus 220. So basically, that means as long as they are not a favorite of more than or minus 220 or more. The C is conference, so in their case, that is a National League opponent. And the opposing starter, season to date, starter's whip is less than or equal to 1.15. So we'll hit the SDQL button. You can see that the Braves are a perfect 8-0 in this spot, winning by an average of more than 3 runs per game. Solid 65.6% ROI. And this is active today. The Braves at home against the Phillies. Let's move right on into trend number 2. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell for notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. For trend number 2, we're going to look at Jordan Montgomery. We're going to go back to April 18th, 4/18 of this year, when his team is coming off a loss. So previous game is a loss. And the total for today's game is greater than or equal to 8. And we hit the button. And you can see that despite being a minus 165 favorite on average, Montgomery and the Cardinals are 0-10 in this spot this season, losing by nearly 2 runs per game on average. A fade ROI of 137.6%. And you can see that this is active today with Montgomery and the Rangers at home against the Red Sox. So again, this is one of those trends where the pitcher switched teams during the season, so there's 2 different teams involved. But as you can see, since he joined the Rangers, this trend has become active 3 other times, and they lost all 3 games, despite being a nice size favorite in all 3 of them. So from there, we are going to move to trend number 3. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate you doing so. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my personal channel at wt.buzz/dbtv. The address right there on your screen. This MLB Trend Report does get posted to my personal channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Although now with football here, my football trend report has been going on my page on a Thursday. So you'll want to make sure you subscribe to my personal channel there and check that out. So trend number 3, we're looking at the Milwaukee Brewers this season on the road against a conference opponent, which is a National League opponent. Game number greater than 81 is how we reference the second half of the season, since it's a 162-game season. And when they're playing an opponent that is averaging 0.55 or fewer errors per game. So a good fielding team is another way to say that. We'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that the over-under is 0-11 and 1. No overs, 11 unders, 1 push. These games stayed under by an average of more than 3.5 runs per game. Solid 83.7% ROI. Down here you can see the average score. Milwaukee 2.58, opponents 2.5. So they're averaging a total of about 5 runs per game in this spot. And it is going to be active apparently in this whole series starting today with the Brewers visiting their division rivals, the Cardinals. Let's move to trend number 4. And guys, if you have any trends that you would like me to look up for today's games, or you have any that you found that are active today, drop those in the comments. We would all love to see them. For trend number 4, we're going to look at Kyle Wright going back to last season when the total is 9 or 9.5. We'll hit the SDQL button, and you can see that Wright and the Braves are a perfect 13-0, winning by more than 2.5 runs per game. Now, he was an average favorite of minus 203.5 there. The Braves are often heavy favorites, as we know. So the ROI is not great, but still solid at 49.1%. Obviously, the Braves are not a heavy favorite today, as they host the Phillies and Zach Wheeler, as the line is on the database anyway, is minus 115. Not sure what it actually is right now. Let's move into trend number 5. And guys, before I get to trend number 5, I've got a couple special deals going on over on my page right now at dbbets.com. Right there on the screen. Special deal number 1 is you use coupon code DB30 at checkout, and you will save $100 on my 30-day all-access pass. Includes every play I release in NFL, college football, and Major League Baseball. Also, deal number 2, you can use coupon code DB365 at checkout to save $1,000 on my 1-year all-access pass and get that for just $9.99. Gives you every single play I release for an entire year, NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball, and Major League Baseball. Works out to about $2.75 per day. And how you get that deal is you scroll down the page, dbbets.com, and you look for the heading that says long-term and seasonal passes. Right under that, it says all sports pass. You just click on the drop-down box right below that and choose either the 30-day or the 1-year pass, and then use the appropriate coupon code on the checkout page to get the huge discounts. Limited time deals there at dbbets.com. So, for trend number 5, we're going to look at Cal Quantrill. We're going to go back to last season. And again, game number greater than 81 refers to the second half of the season when he's facing an opponent that is averaging less than or equal to 3 walks per game. So that's the opponent's hitters that are averaging 3 or less walks per game. Hit the button. And you can see that despite being a modest favorite of an average of minus 122, Quantrill and the Guardians are a perfect 12-0, winning by 4.25 runs per game on average. Gotta love that margin. So because of that margin, the ROI on the money line, 83.2%, which is definitely nothing to sneeze at. But the run line, they're also a perfect 12-0 on the run line. And the ROI is 98%. And that is active today. The Guardians and Quantrill visiting the Kansas City Royals. And you can see the average score here. Guardians 6.75 and opponents 2.5. So definitely looking into the Cleveland Guardians today. So let's go to our 6th and final trend today. And guys, just a reminder, watch for my football trend report for this coming weekend. That goes up on my personal YouTube channel, which I showed you the address to earlier, wt.buzz/dbtv. That football trend report for the coming weekend will be up on my channel on Thursday, usually Thursday afternoon. Don't forget to look out for that. For trend number 6, we're going to look at Michael Wacha. We are going to go back to June 6th of 2021 when his opponent, and we just saw this in the last trend, when his opponent averages less than 3 walks per game. That's the hitters that are averaging less than 3 walks per game. And the total for this game is greater than or equal to 8. And we will hit the SDQL button. And you can see that Wacha is a perfect 17-0, or I should say the team is 17-0, winning by more than 4 runs per game on average. Now, he was an average favorite of -163, so the ROI isn't as high as you might think. 61.4%, definitely I can live with that. And you can see that it is active today. The Padres hosting the Colorado Rockies. That, guys, is going to do it for the Monday MLB Trend Report. Again, if you have any trends you want me to look up, drop them in the comments. I'll get to them when I can. If you have any you found, please drop those in the comments as well. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers today.